I was 14 years old when this incident happened. We used to live in Toronto, Canada. It was a beautiful city, and I used to go to school there. I had plenty of friends there, and used to hang out with them almost every day, even after school. I had a pet dog named Mike. He was really cute, and I used to love him a lot. We had him for about 3 years now. One day, I woke up and I noticed that he wasn't energetic enough as he used to be. I told my parents about it, and they also noticed it. Then they took him to the vet, and it turned out that he was having some kind of disease for a while from now, and now it had gotten pretty bad. All three of us were very worried, and after about 1 week, he passed away. I cried a lot, because I was too attached with him. Then after a few days, my parents told me that we were moving away to Montreal because of my dad's job transfer. I had to leave all of my friends too. In Montreal, we moved into a flat. The building had about 20 floors, and we used to live in a flat on 6th floor. There, my parents got me a new dog, but I used to still miss Mike because I was so attached to him. For the first month, I didn't join any school. My parents used to go to work, and I used to stay alone with the dog. Then after a while, I joined a school, and things were finally changing for me. We used to leave our dog alone in our apartment, and he used to make a lot of noises. My mom asked all our neighbors if they had any issue with that, but they all seemed to be fine with it. And one of the neighbors whose flat was on our right told my mom that he only used to bark at times, not every day or all the time. One day, I was alone with the dog and I heard a knock on the door. I opened it and found out that there was a tall man standing there. I asked him, "Can I help you?" He asked, "Is your dad home?" I replied, "No." Then he left. After my dad got back, I told him about it, and he went to the neighbor's flat. They had a conversation related to our dog. That guy's name was Michael, and he told me to control the barking dog as he annoys me a lot and that he faces problems sleeping. My dad apologized and came back. He told us about this. Then my mom went to one of our neighbors, who was a kind lady, to look after our dog if he barks when we were away. The very next day, she told us that she saw Michael kicking our door and annoying the dog when we were away. That was a sudden news, and we didn't know how to react. We ignored it at that time. Then a couple of weeks later, we went out with our neighbors to spend a day with them outside. We had a lot of fun, and when he had come back, there were holes in our door, as if someone was hitting it with a knife and trying to break in. That was super scary. My dad went down to the reception and told them what we had seen. They said that no unknown person had entered the building except the residents. The next day, we got it fixed. Everything was normal and nothing unusual happened. After a couple of weeks, at around 11 p.m., someone rang our doorbell. My dad asked, "Who is it?" without opening the door, but no one responded. First, he was going to go downstairs to check if the mailman had arrived, but then he didn't even open the door. He said that it was odd that the mailman would come at this hour. He ignored it, and then we all went to sleep. The next morning, our neighbor had told our mom that she had seen Michael hiding next to the staircase with a baseball bat, and she asked him why he was hiding like that. He replied that someone rang his doorbell, and he wanted to see who it was. She also told my mom, "I'm pretty sure he was hiding there to hit your husband, and that he was the one who rang your doorbell." My mom got worried and told my dad about it. My dad went to the reception and complained to them, and the next thing we knew, he got kicked out. Since then, everything went back to normal. When we weren't home, our dog would stay relaxed and wouldn't bark, and he only used to bark when Michael annoyed him.